It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1828, recorded Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. Sing with Bling. This episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has a breakthrough in audio technology. We have a viewer video for the birds, and I have another TikTok made me get it gadget. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same old show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is up in space, Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. Doing very good. It's been quite a week. Nothing.
Oh yeah,
exciting,
you hosted a charity event.
Like we did. I did. I was part of a charity event. We ended up raising $26,000 for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and they're doing it again. I won't be part of it, but they're doing it again on Sunday. So we're hoping our goal is 50,000. So that's what they're working.
Well, you're
towards.
more than halfway there.
Yeah, I'm surprising. It was very good. That just happened today.
That's great. That's great. And my gas heat trilogy
is it on?
It's come to an end. So on Monday, Dennis called down and said, "I don't think there's any hot water." And so I'm gonna check. I said, "No." And I looked at my watch and it's 6:00, and I figured the chances of getting this super.
Right.
Anyway, I called. And he said, "Oh, I'll come over." Fortunately, he just lives like 10 blocks away. So he came over and he went down in the basement, and I came down and I said, "Is it the burner?" And he said, "You are finally out of oil."
Oh, so it was time.
Exactly. You figured it would always happen at 6:00 at night. Couldn't happen in the morning anyway.
Right. Couldn't be noon on a Tuesday or anything like that.
Exactly. He said, "You know what?" He said, "I could start the burner again. It'll probably run for maybe 30 minutes. I said, "Great. I could run the dishes and take a shower." So he did that. And then the next morning, the plumbers came and turned on the gas heat. And then yesterday they came in and they put papers all through my apartment and took the old oil burner out through my apartment.
Oh, my.
And so now we're officially Con Ed heat.
Wow.
It's a lot better. It's actually it was great because last night it was 36 in New York City. And the heat was much more even. The oil burner used to cycle on and off a million times. And the hot water, it was bizarre. I lived directly over the boiler, and if I wasn't careful, you could scald yourself. I mean, the water was just about, and I said to the guy, "What?" He said, "Well, the pipe from the oil burner comes out and goes directly to your apartment."
Yikes.
Well, now it doesn't anymore. Now it goes through pipes, and it goes through a big 50-gallon water heater, and so it's great. I feel much safer taking a shower that the water isn't. I'm going to accidentally hit the cold water off and boil myself to death.
And just remind me. So the old system was for water and heat, right?
Yes.
Did it do anything else?
Water and heat for the building,
right, and
ran on oil. Okay, yeah. An old system.
Right.
And now it's physically gone. I mean, I went down the cellar. It's just a cement stand where the burner used to be.
And that transition took, feels like over a year. I feel like we've been talking about it.
Yes, because they do something, Con Ed has to approve it. Who knows when they're going to show up? 2 months. And then you do something else and they come in and they go, "Well, you have a chimney, you have a vent in the back, you should have a vent in the front."
Right.
Another month. Anyway, it's done. So.
Wow. Well, that is finally the saga over.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it took, just to remind folks, I mean, it took, like all the stuff you were saying with the vents, but the street got ripped up. There was, I think they even had to rebuild the floor at one point. 'Cause
they had to dig another tunnel from the street because the Con Ed pipes that come in can just power stoves, but they needed a bigger pipe since it was going to heat the building. It's, it sounded like it was going they're going to say, oh, yeah, it's a little gas heater thing here. And my vision is they're going to open the box and say, okay, let's just hook to that.
Right. They just got off of Amazon 2-day shipping. Right. And this is a pretty quick install,
Oh, yeah. It was the water heater. They had to take my back door off. They had to take the overhang my roof off because they had to stand the water. It was endless.
Oh, my
gosh. Anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
It's behind us now, pal.
That's amazing. That's awesome. That must be so exciting. Just to have hot water that's convenient.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And heat. That's amazing.
And heat. Yes, exactly.
Oh, really cool.
Well, should we just jump into?
Let's jump into some gadgets.
Speaking of awesome, watch this.
Welcome to Giz Wiz Labs. White coat, badge. We're serious here, okay? When it comes to movies, podcasting, no matter what it is, no matter how good the camera is, it's the sound that matters. One of the most world-famous microphones is the Heil PR40. They use that at TWiT. We use one here. I think Chad has one. But we're looking at a new microphone. I think you can tell by the presentation case. This is something special in microphones. I just bought it. I haven't seen it. We'll discover it together.
Whoa. Fancy.
This
professional.
Say professionalism. This screams.
It looks like something Liberace would have used.
This screams professionalism. Oh my gosh. It is. Don't make fun. It is the amazing Nevler's wireless karaoke microphone. Now,
with a name like Nevler's,
have like a little red light to let you know it's on. This one has lots of lights. So we're gonna. I don't know what we have to do with it. It's FM radio, card slot, sing songs, record songs, USB port, earphone jack, maybe other stuff. Who knows? And a 100-year warranty. Well, free 3-year warranty. Okay. I just have to buy this just to see what it does. Okay, we'll hook it up or do whatever we have to do, and we'll be back. Okay, so we charged this masterpiece.
Whoa.
Okay? And
yeah.
There are several things about it. One of them that's kind of interesting is as a Bluetooth speaker, it's pretty good. Okay, I match it with my phone, and
Mattis Ryder, Dick Bartolo. This is episode 1827, recorded Thursday, April 15th, 2021. Scam you!
pretty decent sound for
bouncing lights synchronized.
Called a little guy. It's like a little. It almost seems like it's about a pound. All right, so there's some weird things. All right, it says, well, first of all, you can use it just as a microphone, and it's pretty terrible as a microphone. And you have to talk directly into the top. If you talk at the side, it's nothing. So into the top. Now, someone had an interesting point, is if you add echo, there's an echo slider here. When you add echo, you sound clearer, even though you have a terrible echo. Let me get a little less echo, a little less. 1 1 1 1 1 1. So that's a drawback. Also, it's much louder when you're playing something through it. This is as loud as it can get as a microphone. There's a button down here called Record. And one of the questions people ask online is, can it record? And the answer is no.
What? What?
Right?
What?
And then it says you can use it to change your voice. And then it shows the voice change button, which I cannot find. And then I suddenly realized record really should be voice change. Okay, so let's see how that works. You hold it in. And it doesn't work all now. No. Try it again.
Whoa.
This is another voice from outer space. And lower. And lower. And
Nope.
that double beep tells you that you're at the end of the stop. And then it goes back to a different voice. All right. And then you have to download a karaoke app if you want to do that, which I'm not going to do. I mean, it's embarrassing enough that I'm holding this. You can turn the disco lights on and off. All right. I think kids would really love this.
Yeah.
And also, I was thinking I should return it. And then I thought, wait a minute. If I had Dennis, who's an artist, make a little sign, this could be best podcast of 2020.
It looks like
Now,
an
if that
award.
was on your mantle and it said best podcast of 2020, I think someone would say, wow, that's quite an award.
That is something else. I think a long time ago, I think I covered a karaoke mic. It might have been from Five Below. This one is way better. Holy moly.
It's $25, but I
That is
think
so
kids
funny.
will love it.
Yeah,
And also
absolutely.
you can match it to your outfit. They make it in like 4 colors.
Oh, man.
And you know what? I've never used a karaoke app. You actually would be recording to your phone, right?
I guess it depends on the app. If it has Bluetooth to your phone.
It has Bluetooth. It's very weird because there's a card slot. The instructions, which is a single sheet of paper, makes no reference to the card slot. The diagram makes no reference to the card slot. Nowhere does it say what the USB port is for. It is
Weird.
It seems like over time it has changed
Yeah.
from
Between all the packaging revisions and
yes, exactly. Exactly.
plays it went through. I mean, yeah. So if depending on the karaoke app you get, I assume that this would work just like headphones that have a built-in mic, except the mic is this handheld stick mic and the speakers are from the microphone. So you would think that any traditional karaoke app that records you would be able to use the mic in the device. So yeah, I would assume so. And then
So Jeff said they sell this at Marshall's. Okay.
they probably sell something like it, but this is
Yeah. And if it's too much, the same company makes the same mic without the bling
right.
for in black, so it looks a little more like a mic, and that one is just $19.
This company, yes, they make.
Oh, this company.
What on earth are
All right.
these?
That we
Oh,
make
so-
microphones and cookware.
And seating arrangements.
And seating
Whatever you
arrangements.
need. You need some kitchen. You want some automotive products. We got them. You need some karaoke products.
funny.
We got them.
There's the black mic without the bling. It's just $19.
Yeah. That is so weird. I like the one you got better. I like the bling. I like the disco on the side of the microphone.
Yeah. Yes.
These photoshopped images are very photoshopped. Very, very cool. I could absolutely see. I think you hit the nail right on the head when you said kids would love this. I mean,
oh yeah,
the kids would. The voice changing. I mean, it would just. They don't even need to know what the buttons are. They just hit all the buttons until they.
It's got a lot of buttons. That's fine.
You just hit the buttons until you figure out what happens. Yeah.
Very impressive.
It doesn't need to say record, but actually change your voice. Like that would not matter in that situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So that's it. The Nevler's wireless Bluetooth karaoke mic.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay, so a little way, another way to make a little bit of space on your desk or your workspace, as you'll see, I did with this device.
It's the Attune Tech Computer Riser Shelf. All right, so this is what it looks like here. It's aircraft aluminum, the company says, all right. And it's a way to raise a monitor up so you can be more comfortable looking at it. And also that'll give you room underneath if you have a small keyboard. The mouse can go under there. I'm going to use it for a totally different reason, which I'll show you later. So the instruction book and the pieces are... All right, if this gets boring, we'll... Oh, okay. That's one side of it here. And I guess we do have to look at this. And as I said, we'll cut away. But this is all you need here, okay? So you're going to have these 4 easy-to-use screws because you don't need a screwdriver. And then you're going to need 8 little screws. Comes with its own little Allen wrench. So if you build stuff from IKEA, you know how to do that. All right, so I'm going to start from the outside, and we'll screw these together. See, this one starts in, and I'm not going to put it all the way in because that'll take forever, but we'll assemble it rather quickly, and then we can fine-tune it later. All right.
And those are the legs.
The adjustment. You just loosen them up, adjust it to where you want, and then tighten them down again.
That one was a little. But now, as you can see, we now have 3 heights. Lock it there, or lock it there. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just stop here for a second, and we'll assemble the other side, and then come back. All right, so the side, you saw that, we just used those 4 easy to screw in things. Then we laid the top on, and now we're lining up the top with 3 screws that go into each side, okay? And we're using the little Allen wrench for that. Oh, it's done. It was amazing. It was just 5 hours. No, it's about 15 minutes, okay? It either comes with 2 extra screws or we did something wrong. I have an idea it comes with 2 extra screws, because I can't see any place that can take another screw. If you want to cover the screw holes with those little tabs, you can. I'm not going to bother doing that. So this is how I plan on using my, maybe it's Atom Tech. It could be. So I'm going to raise my scale up, all right? So I'm going to raise the scale up. Going to put the shelf down there. Oh, fortunately, it just fits. I have the scale there. And now that gives me room for these things that were out on the desk, okay? So I have Scotch tape, my scissors, the big wide tape, and the stapler. They're all under there now, so this is all clear. And this actually is the height of that almost, so it works out really well. So it's a great space maker for computers or anything in your office.
I love that. I've had monitors that are, they don't tilt and they don't move, and you just set that right up there, perfect eye level. You got all the space underneath. That's great.
Yeah, and if you buy one in black, I think it was $21. One in silver was $22, and I bought the pair. A pair is $39. Yeah, $40. Oh, you found?
Yeah.
Well, every time you go there, they've added some
know.
sort of a discount.
They go, Dickie D bought it, so let's add a discount
That's
to
right.
this one.
Okay, he's going to send some traffic here.
It's fun. I love this image.
Give him a discount.
Look at these wobbly legs. No, you would never want these wobbly, teeny tiny. Look at these massive
legs. No, you want aircraft aluminum.
These are unstable and unconfident. No, well, thank you. Anyway, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's really cool. And then I like how it does have those channels so that even without screwing in anything, it can just lay into a channel and then stay at that height, which is kind of nice.
Exactly. So I'm sure I'm going to find a use to the other one real soon. Oh, it didn't get great reviews. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's just this color or whatnot. Because you have all these other ones here. Let's check out the silver one. What's its reviews? Oh, whoa, a little more reviewed, the silver one. That's so interesting that the black took me to, I wonder if I searched for that and just found the wrong one because.
Maybe because that's like 2,100 reviews.
Yeah.
That's a really good sampling, and that's like what 4.5 stars, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like a
Tomb Tech or I don't know what it is.
Atumatech. Just.
Atumatech, maybe that's it.
You're just gonna have to search for it. These brands on Amazon get weirder and weirder.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Very good. Okay, so for our final gadget, we're going back to the lab.
Ooh.
Okay, what is this, like year 16? We have never done a toilet brush.
What?
Okay.
The Giz Wiz has never done a toilet brush?
All right.
No.
Well, there's a demo on video.
That's crazy.
That we didn't make, okay? So I was looking for unique gadgets, and I saw this weird toilet brush, okay? And I'll show you why it's weird.
It's for your toilet and your teeth.
And it's shaped the weird way because it's supposed to solve.
And your hair.
And your hair. It's every type of brush in one.
All right. So, all right. So I did use this, not this brush, okay? I bought 2 of them. I used one to clean a toilet to see if it worked the way it was supposed to. And then I bought a second one that we could use in the demo here and not have to worry that it would be gross. And I followed the directions to a T, okay? I did that, and I did that.
1 through 4, I'm glad.
And then I did that.
Probably made in New Jersey.
Okay. Maybe. All right, so I'm going to show you what's weird about the brush. And then we have a 20-second video from the company. All right, so as you can see, it is a very strange looking brush. All right, and it's sold many ways. It's sold just as a brush. It's sold with a brush with a hook that fastens onto the side of the toilet. And it's sold this way with the little stand that it can drain into. And so it's not too gross. It's just a 20-second video of all the places it can clean. So here it is.
All right, so that gray part goes up
top. It cleans
under
up
the rim,
under, which is good. It cleans down,
and it also
into where
fits
the
all the way
water
down the
goes.
drain hole.
It rinses clean, and it can hang on the toilet like that, or it can go on the stand that I just showed you. And let me just close this down. And you can buy it a lot of different ways.
Wish my bathroom was that white. All right. Easy to use. And I'm trying to get down to where the prices are. All right. So you can buy, this is what I did. I bought the $20 one where you get 2 brushes and 2 containers for it to go in. I'll give Dennis one. You can buy it with rubber gloves and 1 container to put it in. And you can get it down as cheap as about $8. And anyway, I can't find all the others. You don't need it. Just know it does work. It actually is the best brush I've used to clean a toilet, because all those weird surfaces, this does get them. Oh well. So I was flushed with excitement when it arrived.
That's just toilet humor. That's interesting. I liked it. I like. I too, obviously, when you're trying to get under the rim, that's like impossible with a standard brush.
Yes, that's why that gray part standing up fits under there and does a great job. And then the white fluffy thing at the other end fits down the drain hole that my other brush didn't fit in.
Yeah.
And you can buy it just as a brush alone for $8. But I like the little stand. I bought 2 of them with the stand for $20, and then they sell it with those little hooks that stick on the side of the toilet. But then I think the brush would drip on the floor if it was wet. So
right.
But that is an option that they offer.
That doesn't seem that nice. I like the one you got way better.
Well, you don't see it. I don't think you want people to come in and see it hanging there.
No.
But then, as you say, when you are brushing your teeth, it is convenient.
It's just right there.
It's right
that's
there.
all you need.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
Hang the other one on the side of the medicine cabinet and make it even more convenient.
I wonder what 4-step process those instructions were. What 4 steps would you have to take with such a brush?
And how lazy can the importer be to not even?
Yeah, maybe they think this will bring an air of. It's mysterious.
Wouldn't it be funny if we looked on the side and it was made in New Jersey?
Right. Made in the USA. Yeah, they just
because so many items have it in English and in French, no matter where it's made, because it just looks better.
Right. That's funny. Here it is on AliExpress.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. You can get the color
2 of them for $4
or gray. Yeah, now there is $2 shipping, but still it's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. When it looked like the cheapest option was the 2-pack up here. So about $10 a brush. Oh, well, you gotta get it for $8.
That's the one where you just get the brush. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, do you get 2 brushes?
No, I got 2 brushes, but it looks like the thing that was $8 looks like a stick.
I think you get 1 brush, 2 hooks, and then whatever stick thing this is, because I noticed that in the ratings, was that someone took a photo of this package. Let me see if I can get to it again. It looks like it's meant to clean in between the toilet space of the seat.
Where the cover goes down.
Yeah. So that's an additional thing on some of these models. So $8 for the hooks and the brush and the toilet seat thing versus around 6-ish for the AliExpress, which will come in May, in a month.
Okay. So if you can deal with a dirty toilet for another month, you can save yourself.
Sometimes AliExpress is nice because you never know when it's going to show up. It's like it's like Christmas. You just didn't know you were going to get something that day, and then it arrives. It's amazing.
That's right. It's a surprise because you could never think, what did I buy? What was that?
It's quite difficult to remember a month back. What on earth was I searching for a month ago? So there you go. The toilet brush. Amazing. With that, let's jump into...
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's. Crappy corner. Get it?
Okie dokie.
Chumley said he's going to save money and buy a used one on eBay. No.
No, thank you. No. $8 is plenty. You know,
Yes, exactly.
That's cheap enough for as long as
Cheap
it's
enough
fresh.
for the new one.
Right. Okay, so we have another TikTok made me buy it gadget. I recorded a video about this, so let's just jump into the video. Hey Diggities, so we are back with another TikTok made me buy it gadget. This is the Tazumi light bar. Let me go ahead and show you the TikTok that made me purchase this gadget.
Cool tech for under $10. These are the Tazumi light bars. They're full RGB control and they're USB powered. Comes with a little stand you can mount horizontal like so, or you can mount vertically. It has this remote that you can change the colors with, but also have an app you can control it with. They're actually super bright and cool. For $10, this is past my expectation. The craziest part is that Walmart sells them.
So that is it, 10 bucks and an entire LED light bar. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Just like in the TikTok, I mentioned that there is a base. It is definitely plastic. I kind of got the impression that maybe it was metal from the video, but that is plastic. You can see there is one screw hole on this side, one on the other, so you can decide how to mount it with its plastic base. There is no power brick to this, so it's USB powered, but there is no brick included. So you're going to need to provide your own or plug it into your computer. Or I went ahead, I had a suspicion there would be no power brick in here. I have just a plain old battery to use. So here it goes. It's already working. My first impression over how much light it gives off, not a ton, not an absolute ton of light. Let's make sure we have a little remote here. Looks like it has batteries included. So let's hit off. Cool. On. Whoa. Whoa. This is a crummy remote for sure. Okay, now it's back to flashing. We can go to, let's do strobe. What is strobe? Strobe doesn't do anything. Fade. Okay, fade goes between things. Flash. Flash is, I think, what we're on. Smooth. Smooth. It looks like a type of fade. We have R, G, and B, and then all the colors that are on the remote if I wanted something specific. Now, the TikTok mentioned that there is an app. So I went ahead and downloaded the app. This is the first time I'm running it. Would I like to use Bluetooth? Okay. And let's see, will it work? Oh, wow.
Wow.
It immediately connects. I'm actually kind of impressed that it just immediately connected and just started working. I'm wondering if I can do any type of, here, some styles, some static, purple gradual change, cyan strobe flash. I can change the speed, it looks like, so that it's slower or faster.
Wow.
Music, I can access music and play music. Okay, or I guess I can use my microphone and it will use my mic. That doesn't seem very great. Or it also has a schedule. So some very basic functionality inside of the app. Let's go ahead and turn off the lights and see just how bright it is, because it's kind of hard to determine in this studio setting. Okay, now the lights are off. You can kind of see with the TV, and there's kind of maybe a little window in the corner, the amount of light it's putting out. It's a good amount of light, but it's not, I don't know. I'm not impressed with it. I would say that this is kind of what I expected for a $10 device. And then, you know, I can use the remote to switch between the various different things. I guess that's full power. And then I can, you know, choose some different options here. Whoa, holy moly. So yeah, it's pretty cool, I would say, especially if you're looking for something very inexpensive and you had a way to sort of integrate all of the USB power options. For $10, I think that it's pretty good. It is cheap. I mean, I can feel it in the remote. The remote is really crummy. The app obviously could use some work, but once again, it's $10. And just like the TikTok mentioned, I was able to get this from Walmart, so I picked it up at Walmart. So there you go, the Tazumi light bar. So I have it set up over here.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
I think it's
$10.
It's decent for $10. It really is, and I think the hardest part to impart in the video is how bright it is, because my phone was really auto adjusting to make it almost look a little brighter than it felt. It is a good amount of light, and especially if you were to buy a few of these, which is it's probably one of the cheaper options for an LED light bar. If you were to get a few, I could see that it could really light up a desk or a space.
Could you use it for lighting for Zoom?
You
like
could.
If you had two of them?
You could. The light is going to be more blue than pure white because it doesn't seem like there is a white LED inside of it. It's just using the RGB at full blast, which makes it seem a little blue. So if I just set this to white right now, I can tell by my eye that is a very blue, almost cyan looking color. The app, I did a little bit more with it. It has a way to kind of see all the different light bars if you were going to have multiple, which is kind of cool. And you can do I'm doing like some red, some blue, well, it's kind of a little difficult to tell, but some blue-green crossfades, and I can also change the brightness, I guess, although it doesn't seem to be changing the brightness at all. So yeah, there's a little bit of stuff with the app. Like the TikTok mentioned. Go ahead.
Someone has asked a couple times, is it RF or infrared? Or do
it's
you know?
Infrared, for sure. It's infrared and Bluetooth. So the remote is infrared.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes. So it's infrared with the remote. And then it is Bluetooth with your phone.
Yeah.
And the remote is really crummy. And I was kind of trying to figure out how to explain how crummy it is. And then I went to pull off the protective coating on the remote. And I ended up pulling up the entire sticker. This is like just one big sticker. And it ended up pulling up from the edge. So it's a really, really crummy remote. It's already like pulling apart here.
Oh, okay.
But it does the job. But it's just very, very crummy. Weirdly, the cheapest place is Walmart. It's available on Target. I've seen it on Amazon, but it's all about $12 there. When I got off of Walmart, it was still named the Tazumi LED, but it looks like it has changed now to the Aurora LED.
Ooh.
But this is the same thing. So it has that at the bottom of the remote, but literally everything else is exactly the same. So the Aurora LED is $10 from Walmart, and it's only online. It's not in stores, but 2-day delivery. It's like if you get a few, $35, then $35 will get you free delivery. So you can end up getting this relatively inexpensive light bar for whatever project you wanted. So there you go, my crappy corner. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email is from Jeffrey Smolovitz, a loyal fan and frequent contributor. And his email, this is Jeff with another new gadget I recently purchased because I thought this was a great springtime device that everyone would enjoy. A great way to explore nature in a high-tech way. And here's Jeff's video.
Hey, Dickie D and Chad, it's Jeff from New York with a new gadget. You are reading it correctly. It's a bird feeder camera by Bressler, Bresser. Photograph wild birds while they're feeding, full color, motion sensor. Download on your Mac or PC, rechargeable battery, add an SD card, and a 1.5 megapixel camera. I'll get to that in a minute. And of course, it's waterproof because it's supposed to be obviously outside. Let's move that out of the way. Here's the actual unit. You put the bird feed in here. You hang it on the tree.
Looks
This
like
is
a
the camera.
Roby.
It actually comes off, so you have to charge it though, which is one of the
Cool.
parts I did not like. And it's only 1.5 megapixels. The bird feed goes down here into this little hole here, and the birds can sit and perch over here and eat. This is how I modified it. Some of your viewers might know what this is. It's an attachment for something that looks very familiar.
Oh.
It's the Wise Camera
Cam.
Outdoor. Of course it is. This little doohickey clips on there. And now we have the best of both worlds. Call it a bird's eye view. The camera from the rear and the Wise camera from the front. And this is where you charge it. This way it works on Wi-Fi. I don't have to go outside. It tells me when the bird is there through the motion detection. And I kind of modified it and it works a lot better now, a lot clearer. So that's the gadget. You could, again, hang it from the tree. Again, this part comes off so you could add the bird feed. And I think your viewers would like it, especially that spring has sprung. So that's the Bressler bird feeder camera with a little bit of modifications by yours truly. Hope you guys are having a great day. Take care. Keep up the great work.
Interesting. So, oops. Time to go back to the
I
warehouse.
asked Jeff if he had any video from the camera,
Yeah.
and he sent a few very short clips.
So here, I assume this is not Wise. I think that this is the Bressler.
Jeff is in the chat room. Jeff, are we seeing the built-in camera? Do you know?
Because the other shot is definitely the Wise camera pointing towards.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But I don't know, that time code, that might look the same. I'm trying to determine. They might both be the Wise. Oh, that's the Wise. Okay, yeah. It's interesting.
Okay, so earlier when we were talking in chat, he said he's going to modify, I think, where the cameras are. It almost looks like one of them should be back further so you can see more of the bird.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
interesting. I like it. I like that you're taking the Wise camera and,
Using something.
Yeah, possibly the first gadget didn't have the best camera. It wasn't really Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So,
And the bird feeder is very inexpensive.
yeah, it's really
It's out of stock on Amazon, but I found it on $30.
Adorama. That's the camera store, isn't it? I think it's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's not
Although
bad.
1.5 megapixels is not going to be astounding, but on the other hand,
Yeah, you can almost just, if that is removable, you could stick the Wise right there because
oh yeah,
it's the enclosure is nicely designed, but obviously the camera is gonna be, I think the Wise is gonna blow it out of the water because it's purpose built for that type of thing.
yeah,
Absolutely, very cool.
yeah. I like the design of the little
No, it doesn't
birdhouse.
fit. He says it doesn't fit. That's so I
Oh, it
assume why he
doesn't
clipped
fit.
it onto the front. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. At that point, you might just get a fancy bird feeder and then use just the Wise that doesn't have the camera, because I would assume Wise is just such a better camera.
yeah.
This is inexpensive though for a
It's very cute.
yeah.
I would think if they were selling that as a bird feeder and it was $29, I would think, oh, that's not a bad price.
Right.
They could get rid of the camera.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jeff, that's a very cute little gadget. So Jeff will get the new issue of Mad magazine. Actually, you'll get the June issue, Jeff, because that came out yesterday. And we're looking for more videos, okay? We need a few people who have never sent in a video. Step up. It's so easy. Okay, 1 to 3 minute video. Anything with a gadget in it, okay? Something you just bought, something you can't throw out, doesn't work. It's in the cellar. You can't throw it out because when you bought it, it was a lot of money and very exciting. We love seeing old technology. It's just fun to think, wow, we thought that was great years ago. Make a little 1 to 3 minute video and just be in horizontal plane and make sure we can hear your voice. That's it. Put it up on YouTube. There's a drop down menu. Click on
Click on listed. We're losing you, Dick. We're losing you. Uh-oh. The internet has failed us. But just click on listed. Send us the link. That goes to mail@gizwiz.tv.
bottom of the screen. Oh, it's frozen. My screen is frozen.
You're back, I think.
It is.
Perfect.
I just came back. Mail
Nice.
at gizwiz.tv. Okay.
Perfect.
So get those videos in. We can use one for next week.
Awesome. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Now, okay, it's not from a viewer, from Nord Security.
Oh.
And I'm reading parts of it only because I didn't know this kind of thing existed and wondering if you've ever done this, okay? They are looking for ethical hackers.
Oh.
Okay. And they are, and unfortunately, the offer just expired because I was behind in getting to the mails. They've come out with 2 new products. They are looking for ethical hackers to find bugs, and they are offering a double bounty from March 31st till April 15th. So it just ended. But what qualifies you as an ethical hacker?
Basically,
Like, are you an ethical hacker?
I don't think so. I'm not a very good hacker, but that's called white hat hacking. Is the term? Yeah, Pete C just said it. And the idea is you will hack something, but you will let the business know that it has a vulnerability so that they can fix it. So you will do, the hacking comes in as you're gonna test this port. You're gonna, try to write some malicious code to get, some vulnerability to show up or whatever. And then once you find it, you'd go tell the company and say, hey, this is messed up. What a lot of companies do, and Google is one of them, is they offer basically bounties for, and this is what Nord sounds like they're doing, is it's a bounty for if you can find a security vulnerability that will, open up an issue for our users, then we will give you some money for finding that vulnerability. So yeah, that tends to happen.
Okay. Well, 'cause I was thinking anybody who is able to sign into Microsoft on the first shot is basically an ethical hacker because
it's so difficult.
It's so difficult. If they would offer, well, they would go broke. Literally, they would go broke if they had to offer money to everybody who found problems with signing into Microsoft.
Right.
It says that their program, maybe you know about this too, is being implemented on the HackerOne platform. So I guess it must be a hangout for professional.
Yeah. HackerOne. HackerOne, hacker-powered security, bug bounties. Yeah, bug bounties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it looks like it's some type of, platform for managing all this sort of stuff. Why HackerOne? I guess that they may also validate some of the vulnerabilities.
That's what I'm thinking.
that sort of
Because
stuff.
otherwise, I don't know. If you offered a bounty and someone hacked your system and didn't tell you about it, isn't that a terrible thing?
Well, that would be black hat hacking, and that's just normal.
Yes.
That's just normal hacking. That would be
okay.
So that would be someone who's literally trying to find a vulnerability so they could steal all the credit card numbers, they could take personal information, like that sort of stuff, and then they would the thing that they would gain would be whatever information they can steal.
That's
just hacking.
Yes. Hello,
Yes.
Node Security. I did find a vulnerability. What are you offering as the bounty this month? Because I have about 300 credit.
That's not big enough. I think I'll just keep this one.
No, I
for
got
myself.
the 300 credit cards. I can
exactly.
I could generate a much better deal on my own. Anyway.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, getting into hacking, I have a few, from Twit era there's a few friends who are into hacking and.
Yeah, you know what? Once at CES, I believe they had a hackathon.
Oh yeah. Well, so that's another. So sometimes it can
in
be
one of the rooms, right?
So a hackathon isn't really. So that might be one of the reasons that they say white hat hacking versus black hat hacking is a hackathon. It kind of implies that you're not actually nefariously hacking into something. You're basically. It's a different term of the word. It's like you're hacking together something. It's more of a bubble gum and shoestring sort of bootstrap fix it all up yourself to get something to work really quickly, where you're not technically hacking into a system or a database or anything like that, but you're hacking together something. And so that'll happen for you might have a hackathon for solving third world problems, and every team might tackle a different issue and come up with something that
and then so the Giz Wiz show is being a hack job is
basically this is just a constant hackathon. Actually, we're trying to hack together a good show here.
That's right. That's what we're trying to do. We're looking for a key to success. 16 years, and we're still looking.
Still looking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
If anyone can hack the Giz Wiz and let me know about it, I might have a Mad Magazine or two as bounty.
That's right. We could send it. Right.
So I could, give that to you guys. That's about it. Thank you so much to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. You guys are incredible. I really, 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 really appreciate all of y'all who support the Giz Wiz. If you want to show your support, you can head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz, and that is our Patreon page. We will update it whenever we have a new show. And if, coming up next month, I'll have a new theme for the Crappy Corner that you guys get to decide on. So thank you guys so much for your support. If you don't want to give via Patreon, but you want to give via PayPal, you can head to our website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and then there's a PayPal link on that page. Thank you, however you support. You guys are incredible. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where we record the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Just head to the website a little bit before, refresh until the live stream shows up. There'll be a chat room just underneath. You can join and chat along with all the fantastic people who are here live. You can subscribe on iTunes or RSS or on YouTube, or you can catch all of our previous episodes there on the website. Head on over to gizwiz.biz, that's Sticky D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. While you're there, checking out all those fantastic gadgets that we cover, play What the Heck Is It? It's the game show online that you get to guess what the gadget is. And this is an entire gadget. It might be at a weird angle, but it's not like just a piece or a part of the gadget. That is the entire gadget. And you have to guess what this thing is. And this is obviously a manual pepper sprayer. You grind up the pepper first right up here, and then it sprays out of that little nozzle out of the bottom. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing. There are 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers and 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.